Yes, time for school. I'm so excited for school. OMG, I can't believe we're learning about Clark's 3 laws today. Let's go to class now.
Good morning, class. You all know that we will talk about Clark's 3 laws today. So let's get started. These are the 3 laws. Please read them and I want examples from all of you. Remember, the examples are to help you and your classmates understand them better. First volunteer will need to read the first law out loud and then give the examples. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Okay, Daddy, you go first.
Where should I begin? Okay, the first law states that when a distinct wise but elderly scientist states that something is possible, he is almost certainly right. When he states that something is impossible, he is very probably wrong. I know some of you are confused. Here are some examples that will help you understand. Skydiving from space, the invention of the CD-ROM, and of course the mobile phone. Elderly scientists know what they are talking about when they say something is possible because they have been doing a lot of research, trial and error.
Good job, Teddy. Now who wants to go next? Okay, go ahead. Read the second law and give us some examples. Go ahead, Valencia.
The second law is the only way of discovering the limits of the possible is to venture a little way past them into the impossible. Examples of this law are the first airplane, electric car, first heart transplant, and the pacemaker. These examples illustrate how people went beyond what they thought was impossible to discover the limits of the possible. If it weren't for the Wright brothers' curiosity for going beyond the limits of the possible, we wouldn't have made it this far concerning air travel. Electric cars are another example of Clark's second law. Without these brave surgeons, we wouldn't have known about the possibility of heart transplant, saving lives. Who would have thought that humans would be able to correct arrhythmia of the heart, allowing this most vital organ to function more effectively and efficiently?
Thank you, Valencia. Now who wants to do the third law?
I'll go next. The third law states that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. An example of this law would be a car that drives on its own. The Google Driverless Car is a project by Google that involves developing technology for driverless cars. The Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles issued the first license for self-driven car in May 2012 to a Toyota Prius modified with Google's experimental driverless technology. The car is accompanied in the driver's seat by one of a dozen drivers with unblemished driving records and in the passenger seat by one of Google's engineers. The system drives at the speed limit it has stored on its maps and maintains its distance from other vehicles using its system of sensors. They typically have about a dozen cars on the road at any given time, and are starting to test them with single drivers instead of in pairs. Another example is a new device will allow you interact with your computer with your natural hand and finger gestures in the device features advanced motion control sensor technology to accurately track your hand movements in 3 dimensions and use those gestures to control your laptop. The technology is said to be 200 times more accurate than anything else on the market, with the Leap device being able to distinguish between your individual fingers and track hand and finger movements precisely, down to 1/100th of a millimeter. You can also create custom gestures to fit how you want to use your computer and network several Leap devices together to create larger areas for gesture interactions. The device has been able to be linked to many different applications and operating systems, and if you're a developer, you might be able to get your hands on a free Leap Init. This trash can is magic. The Waste Can Eye. Master Wesco is definitely much smarter than your trash can. It features an invisible infrared sensor at the top that senses when your hand is near, filled with stinky trash. It automatically opens the lid without the need for involvement from your other hand or your foot for that matter.
Good job, class. Looks like you all did your research. I am very impressed with everyone. Class dismissed. Have a great day, everyone.